Welcome back into Rounding Third Baseball, episode 271, brought to you by F&3P Golf. We have the 2025 World Series recap, and strap in, folks, because we got a wild one to talk about tonight, and I'm here for it. I'm Nick, and we have Harrison. How you doing tonight, Harrison?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit in mourning today, but otherwise I'm good. How about you?
I'm not in mourning. I'm just like, I was disappointed a little bit, but from the outside looking in, not really having a dog in that race, man, that World Series was incredible. One of the best ones we've seen in a while.
Yeah, it was a great series. I mean, it was a great series. it was fun to watch. Every game was exciting. A disappointing outcome for a lot of reasons that we'll get into, but it was definitely a good series.
Yeah. All right, we will get into it. But first, like I said, our sponsor, Effin 3Putt. So, if you are a golfer, you have more than likely uttered this on the golf course more than once. Now you can live the brand. F&3P Golf is a lifestyle golf apparel company designed out of my home state, Maine, by Jordan Yanni. Yanni turned to golf after finishing his baseball career at the University of Southern Maine. And after putting F&3Putt on his license plate, he created a brand out of the phrase. So right now, F&3P Golf is 30% off site-wide. So they have some of the best hats that you could ever put on your head. So check out fn3pgolf.com. Everybody 3-putts. So check it out. Do yourself a favor. They got great polos, hats, a whole bunch of accessories on there. And thank you to FN3P Golf for sponsoring our show tonight. It's greatly, greatly appreciated.
I mean, if we're going to acknowledge the fact that everybody 3-putts, we might as well at least look good while we do it, because
exactly
we all do it.
Yep. I mean, I don't think I've ever 3-putted. Yeah. I've never 3-putted. I only like 5 or 6 putt. But anyways, all right. Moving on. Before we get started, make sure you follow and like us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow on Instagram, Rumble, and TikTok. You can also listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We also have our affiliate sponsors, Logitech, MLB Shop, and Lids. You can find these links on the tops of all of our socials. So if you get any of these products, please do it through our links, as we get a nice little kickback with no additional cost to you. Just a great way to support the show. We also have our Rounding Third merch shop on Etsy. Search Rounding Third Baseball. You can find sweatshirts, t-shirts, tumblers, a whole bunch of stuff on there. Just another great way to support the show. And finally, Patreon. We are building a small community. We're going to be focused there a lot during the off season. We'll still be here every Sunday and Thursday. But we'll be doing some extra stuff in Patreon in the off season. So be sure to check that out and search for Rounding Third Baseball on Patreon. All right, here we go. We're going to start with Game 6. Game 6 was pretty quick and uneventful until the end, but we'll get to that in a second. So Game 6, Mookie Betts breaks out of this slump he's been in. He just hasn't been hitting pretty much all year, kind of carried into the postseason, just kind of lost at the plate. Springer answers back, makes it 3-1. Dodgers just win that game to force a Game 7, but not without controversy, Harrison. And what is that controversy? The ball lodged controversy. Now, runners had to return to second and third on the Barger ground rule double. Barger then doubled off second to end the game. Disclaimer, this is not a controversy in my eyes. This ball is clearly lodged when you're talking about the rule book. Is it not?
No, I mean that is like a textbook lodged ball. That is exactly the situation they wrote the rule for.
It's end of story. End of story.
Is it a controversy? No. Is it really crappy luck? Yes, but it's not a controversy.
Absolutely. I mean, and he played it the right way. He put his hands up, not going to go get it, because if he goes in to get it and he can't get it out of the wall, it's now a live ball. Umpires can't blow it dead. That's the difference, right? So he takes his chance. I mean,
Yeah.
the ball is clearly stuck in the wall. That is the exact picture I use. That's not one I found on Google. This is the exact picture of the play. That ball is clearly wedged underneath that pad.
Yeah. And then was it Dean that was in center field at this point in the game? Is that who was out there?
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure you can see, was it Kike and left? Like Kike's pointing, screaming, like, hands up, like, because the kid was going for the ball. He started to, then he stopped and like put his hands up like he's supposed to, because I mean, he goes for that ball to tie game because Barger was already basically to third when he was going to get that ball.
Right.
That was 100% the right thing to do. That's 100% the way the rule's written. That's 100% the way it's supposed to be interpreted. It was absolutely done right. It's just really crappy luck for the Blue Jays. Really an inch higher, and we're probably talking about, a 3-2 game with a guy at third, nobody out.
Yeah. Or an inch lower, like where it hits the
Yeah,
warning
true. Anyway,
track
I mean,
first. Like
baseball's a game of inches, and
yeah.
we've seen that several times in this series where it was just that close.
Yeah, one of the first things I learned while playing the outfield, 1,000%. If it goes underneath the fence at all, if it gets stuck in the chain link fence or anything, it's hands up immediately. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and I remember back in the day, Nick, like the coaches and umpires would meet at home plate. The coach would come back and tell us, "Hey, there's poison ivy in left field. If it goes in there, put your hands up. The fence in center field doesn't touch all the way to the ground. If it goes in that, like, there's always these crazy ground rules how you to play things.
Yeah.
It's every
However,
ballpark has ground rules.
Other than Tropicana, there's really no crazy ground rules, right? I mean,
no.
Tropicana is probably the only little league-ish field that you have left, and even then, that park is gone for the moment. But so there's not too many ground rules that are different.
No, there used to be more with like the bullpens on the in foul territory. You had some weird ballparks, but a lot of those are gone now.
Now, this is definitely a design flaw with the padding, and I wonder if MLB changes this and gives the bottom of the pad height off the ground, right? If you look at other MLB stadiums, right, and that's how Aaron Judge broke his toe at Dodger Stadium, because their pad was 2 or 3 inches off the ground. So when he went back into the wall, he stubbed his toe on the cement part of the wall, and that's why he was out. That's what they need to do around the league, or you're going to have, I mean, this is a fluke situation. I get it, but you got to raise the height of the pad so this can't happen. Right? That's just, I think they'll change that in the offseason for sure.
Well, and if I remember correctly, Rogers Center used to have the pad that was like 3 or 4 inches off the ground so a ball couldn't get wedged. And when they did that renovation, was it last year?
Yeah.
They moved the outfield wall around. They redid it, which I think now they look back and probably wish they hadn't, because that ball would have just hit that base plate and kicked out. But
yep.
Brutal. Yeah. I mean, that is just brutally bad luck.
Yeah. Flat cheese, I mean, what they should do is put in a rubber-like baseboard at the bottom of the wall. I mean, I agree. I don't think it will be rubber, because that ball, if that hits that flush, we're looking at inside the park home runs. But I get what you're saying for sure. Every stadium has ground rules for the interpretation of the rules. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you got to raise the bottom of the pad height there. And we're not talking about this, but, for the Blue Jays, game 6, this was just, to put it bluntly, shit luck. I mean, this was
terrible.
A 1 in a million shot. You could sit there during BP and hit 1 million balls, and none of them get stuck. None.
I mean, I can't remember a ball getting stuck in a wall pad like that, like, ever. I mean, I know it's happened, but I think more fields like Wrigley were to get lost in the ivy.
Right.
I can't remember the last time I saw a ball get wedged in the wall like that. And again, like, it had to come in at the perfect angle. It is just an incredibly bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, Barger thought he was a hero, and then it quickly turned.
Yep. And then and then he thinks he can score on a base hit, and Kiki comes in, makes the catch, doubles him off. Great hands by Rojas on the receiving end on a not so great throw by Hernandez. And then that ends game 6. So, I mean, they had all the momentum. They had the winning runs on base with 1 out to win the World Series, and they couldn't do it. They get doubled off from second base. Huge, huge mistake. And yeah, turn 3, they came about as close as you can get to win the World Series without winning. A couple times. Times.
They had it won. They just had to get the last 2 outs.
Yeah, just absolutely brutal. But all right, let's move on to game 7 and try to break this thing down. I mean, let's start where we start every game, I guess, right at the beginning. Ohtani is allowed extra time in between innings more than other starters. Do you agree or disagree with him being allowed to have a little extra time?
I mean, I disagree. If you're going to be a pitcher, you should get treated like everybody else. And I honestly didn't notice that at first. I want to say it was a second inning where I think one of the announcers had mentioned the fact like Ohtani had like waved and the umpire's like, yeah, you're fine. And he was allowed to throw 2 more pitches or something like that. And I was like, wait, what? Like, what is that all about? And that's when they kind of got into the fact that he is granted extra time because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I mean, they already gave flexibility to the DH position to allow him to pitch and DH in the same game. He gets extra time when he warms up. It's like, how many more rules are we going to change to try to make it possible for Ohtani to do what he does? I think that sucks. And I'm actually surprised that the GMs and owners haven't made a bigger deal out of that. Or if they're just accepting the fact like this just is what it's going to be and we can't do anything about it. But I think that stinks. I think there's plenty of times pitchers would probably like extra time. You know, they're down there talking to the pitching coach. They're down there reviewing notes. I mean, hell, sometimes they run to the bathroom. We've seen that before. Yeah. You know, and they come running back up the stairs. It's up the steps. Like, yeah, maybe an extra pitch or 2 wouldn't be so bad. Cold night. But I feel like we consistently bend things to fit Ohtani. And at what point does that stop?
Yeah. I think the only time that I kind of agree with giving him extra time is if he is on base to end the inning, right? He's not coming straight from the dugout, right? He has to go back in the dugout, take his helmet off, take his batting gloves off, all that stuff, and grab his stuff. And then as soon as he steps out of the dugout, start the clock, right? Just like it would be for another pitcher. Like if Max Scherzer's on the bench, the inning's over. As soon as he steps out of the dugout, the clock starts to get his warm-up in. It should be the same thing with Ohtani. Like, give him time to get back to the dugout, take his stuff off, and then when he's got his glove and hat and he comes out of the dugout, boom, clock starts, right? Just like all the other pitchers in the league. For him to get 3.5 minutes every single inning, and even innings where he didn't bat, that's where I have an issue with it. And I know some of you guys messaged me last night about John Smoltz kind of being all over that and telling him to, close his mouth, to be nice about it. He was right about this one. Like, yeah, Ohtani was taking full advantage of getting extra warm-up time for sure.
Yeah. Well, and like, sure, if you want to let him go back to the dugout and then start the clock when he comes back, but like Ohtani could also choose to like walk crazy slow and fiddle around and like why is the bat boy not holding his glove and his hat? And when the final out is made, running it out to him and swapping.
Which we've seen him do before.
Exactly. Like you do that with the first baseman. If the first base makes the last out, like one of the guys on the bench grabs his stuff and brings it to him on the way out, and one of the coaches takes his stuff back to the dugout. Ohtani could do the same thing. I don't start the clock till he's actually standing on the mound ready. But like, do we really need to let him? Because here's what's happening is he's taking all the time to walk back to the dugout, then walking back out to the mound, then getting bonus time on top of that. I mean, there were stretches there where it felt like forever between the time that the inning ended and the time he finished throwing warm-up pitches.
And it's funny that it doesn't work the other way, where he gets more time to come off the mound, grab his batting stuff, and get ready to hit. You see everybody at the top like handing him all his stuff
Yeah.
when he comes off the mound. He sprints off the mound pretty much. We've seen the unedited clips of him just pitching the last strike, running to the dugout, putting his stuff on and getting ready to hit. He doesn't get extra time there. And you probably need more because you're putting on shin guards, you're putting on an elbow guard, you're putting on a chin. Like
you got to put all 9 pieces of armor on before you go to the plate. But
yeah.
I just, and John of Flat Sheet said basically the same thing. Like, he's become the Patrick Mahomes of MLB, but he's always been that. Like, let's not forget about the fact that like there's only one guy who's on the MLB Facebook page 17 times a day. It's Shohei. There's only one guy that they've changed the rules now twice for it. It's Shohei. Yeah. We are consistently, he just gets treated differently. And I think we go back to all the arguments about, Hall of Fame or is he overrated? At the end of the day, MLB is absolutely protecting the golden goose and nursing him for every nickel they can. Mm-hmm. Like that is what this is all about. MLB is making more money than ever because he's brought Japan with him. And now other players are coming over to play with him. And now, you had 3 players on the Dodgers from, born in Japan that just won World Series rings together.
Soon to be 4 when Murakami comes over.
Right, exactly. One more Japanese player is going to come over and you're going to continue to have more focus. Like Ohtani's always been treated differently because what he brings is of extremely high value to MLB. And they're going to do whatever they have to do to keep him happy and make sure that he's successful. And that is what it's all about. The same reason that, the NFL always protected Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, the same reason the NFL protects Patrick Mahomes today, the same reason MLB protects Shohei Ohtani. It's exactly that. Like you have to protect the guys that make you money. And he's always going to be treated differently.
Yeah. Ray, we're not necessarily hating on this guy, right? We understand the talent that is Shohei Ohtani. He's something that none of us have seen, right? Elite pitcher, elite hitter. He does both. We get it. What we don't understand, and John Schneider last night, I think, had a legitimate beef, is like, hey, why is he getting extra time when he didn't hit this inning and he came out? Why does he get 3 innings or 3 minutes to warm up? Like this, he doesn't need extra time right now. Why doesn't my guy get it?
Yeah, it was a weird time to grant him extra time. Like it's just, and it's I would venture to guess if you asked around the league, a lot of guys are kind of over the Shohei thing. He's an incredibly talented guy. We get it. But I think that everybody's just tired of always having to talk about this guy, always having to adjust for this guy. Like there's all these other guys in baseball that are pretty damn good that nobody pays attention to because we've got to talk about this guy. Mm-hmm. I would venture to guess most Major League Baseball players are just over it, but they understand why they're here.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So let's get into the game aspect of it because Dave Roberts was kind of pigeonholed. With all the stuff we're saying about the rule changes with Ohtani, he was kind of pigeonholed into starting Ohtani if he wanted to use his arm in this game because he can't come in mid-game. He can't start as a DH, come in mid-game unless you put him in the outfield after he's done pitching, and you're not going to do that.
No.
Right? You need Ohtani's bat from first pitch to last pitch. You can't risk the point of taking him out for a defensive replacement, which Roberts does late in the game. So this was the only place you could pitch Shohei Ohtani because you can't even close him because if he gives up a 3-run bomb to Bo Bichette and blows the save and they go into extras, you take Ohtani out. Now you don't have Ohtani's bat in extra. So he was kind of pigeonholed into starting Ohtani for this game.
Yeah, we ran through all the scenarios on Friday night, and we could not come up with one where you could make it work other than starting him.
Yeah.
Because the minute he comes out of the game, you get one shot to reposition him. That's it. You can't do it a second time. So you have to start him. Otherwise, you lose your flexibility.
Yep. So he looked good. Now, Bo Bichette hits those 3-run shot, which is kind of a big deal because he possibly cost his team a run in the first because of his injury. He gets on first base. Then the next batter, I think Guerrero, loops the ball into right field. Looks like he could have gone first to third. Bo just couldn't leg it out. And then he gets to third base on another base hit, just couldn't quite make the turn to make it home. And then the Blue Jays don't score. So for him to come through with a 3-run homer next time up was pretty huge for Bo Bichette right there.
Yeah, that was a huge hit for Bo and a massive momentum creator at the time, because that was both sides seemed a little tight. Now the Blue Jays were hitting. I mean, they were all over Ohtani. And they were waiting for that one big shot, and then finally Bo got it. But they had base runners on pretty much every inning that whole game, and they just finally Bo cashed some in.
Yeah. Flat Cheese, thanks for having our back right here. Like, for sure. Like, we're not hating on the guy. It's just we want him to play by the same rules as the other MLB players, right? If Michael Lorenzen was still playing, he could hit. He was a two-way guy. Mike Hampton, Carlos Zambrano, all those guys, they had to play by a certain stipulation of rules. Like, it should be the same exact for Shohei Ohtani, but they don't. Yeah. They've tweaked it already. So that's all we're saying.
And let's be serious. Like, pitchers hitting, this is not the first time in baseball history this has happened, because the National League pitchers hit forever.
Right.
And none of those guys got bonus time. That's when the bat boy would run stuff out to them. They had to get ready. Like, they were not granted. They were not given more pitches. They were not given an extra time to take a breather. Like, it was get up and go. Let's keep moving.
Yep. So that's all we're saying. We're not hating on the guy. The dude's an immense talent. It's insane what that guy does on the field. So, all right. So we got 3-0. And then we got the bench clear in the fourth. So Andres Jimenez, to me, looks like he does try to move his hand up to get grazed by that pitch or hit by the pitch with a hand as he's like coming out of the way. And on the next pitch, Robleski just plunks him in the hand. And Jimenez just kind of throws up both hands to the side like, what? And then Robleski said something in French. I couldn't quite understand it. But it was shouted, bench is clear. I can't remember the last time I've seen a bench clear in a playoff game, let alone a World Series, Game 7.
Well, and also the fact that Jimenez didn't go out after Robleski. Robleski came in towards the plate at him, which it was almost like a pitcher charging the plate, which was new. But and the whole situation was weird. Like, we're watching it, and it's like, I'm like, what is happening? Like, that was like the third straight pitch that was inside to Jimenez, and I think he was like, dude, if you're gonna pitch me inside, I'll take the base. Yeah. And then like Robleski took offense to it and drilled him anyways, and it was weird. Yeah, it was a weird situation. But yeah, I can't remember a bench clear in the World Series.
No, not at all. So
I mean, not that it was like a true like bench clearing brawl. They all just like came out and like danced around and all went back, but it was just a weird moment.
Yeah. So, all right, then Andres Jimenez later on in the game drives in Ernie Clement to make it 4-2 Jays. And this was after Clement reached base that tied Randy Arozareno's record for most hits in a postseason with 29. He would later break it with 30. 30 hits in a postseason for Ernie Clement is wild. But yeah, I mean, so we got 4-2 Jays, and we head to the 8th inning. And the guy that has not showed up at all shows up. Max Muncy hits a solo shot off Yusevich to cut the Blue Jays lead to 4-3. Schneider comes out and gets Yusevich, and he gets a huge standing ovation from the Rogers Center crowd, as they should. Yusevich has been an animal this postseason. He deserved every bit of that. But this home run, to me, I was like, uh-oh. Like, I know it's the 8th, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not comfortable if I'm a Blue Jays fan. I'm like, here they come. Like, this guy hasn't hit yet, and here he is. So that happens in the – oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit on a lead like this and the Dodgers are professionals. They will just keep chipping away one at a time, because they realize they don't have to get them all back at once, and the Dodgers are patient enough to just take one at a time. But the Rogers Center got really quiet after that Muncy home run, and you could almost like hear the nervousness because it was the cheering stopped, and it was more like this like buzzing noise of everybody going, "Oh my God, what's going to happen next?"
Yeah, Muncy got into that, which he does. He's hit was the second or third home run in the World Series. All the games blur together for me right now because there's
second home run in the series.
Yeah, Crazy. Then we get to the ninth, Harrison. Blue Jays are 2 outs away from winning their first World Series in almost 40 years. And Miguel Rojas hits a one-handed solo shot on a slider and ties the game at 4. I mean, not even that great of a swing, but he just barreled it and put a, I wouldn't even say it was a decent swing. It was literally like almost a one-handed swing. He gets out in front of the plate and barrels it, and the speed of the pitch did the rest, and man, ties the game at 4.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Rojas. I mean, he stayed on that ball. It was breaking away from him. He just kind of like dropped his whole body in his hands and just kind of scooped it, and got enough of it to get it out. And a guy who he's in there for his glove. I mean, he started solely because Pages couldn't hit. So they flexed Edman to the outfield and moved Rojas into second just to get Pages out of the lineup because the dude couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. And I don't think anybody expected this guy to be a World Series hero.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Yeah, John messaged me last night. He's like, they should pinch hit for him. Like, you have to pinch hit for Rojas here, right? But to Dave Roberts' credit, he said something before Game 6. He's like, I have a feeling about Rojas. I need him in this game. He is a leader on our team. Does he play every inning for the Dodgers? No, he doesn't. But he is a leader, and I have a feeling about him. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what Roberts said before Game 6. Now, part of that is to take the kind of blame off Pages, who has had a terrible postseason before that. Like, he was like 1 for 50 or something ridiculous. But yeah, absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because, I mean, it literally was. And John, you're right. Roberts has always loved Rojas. And honestly, like, I can't stand the Dodgers. I love Miguel Rojas. He's a funny guy. He's got a great personality. He's a baseball guy, a gamer. One of those guys that gives you everything he's got every night. There's no ego with him. He's just a hardworking guy. And I love a guy like Miguel Rojas. And Roberts feels the same way because that's who Dave Roberts was. Dave Roberts was a grinder. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the most talented guy. He wasn't even a starter for most of his career. Like, he gets where Rojas is at, and those guys are valuable. And I feel bad for Pages because it was very clearly like, dude, we got to get you out of the lineup. You're terrible. But it worked out great because Rojas, I mean, with his glove alone, he saved a couple of runs. And then that home run was just, I mean, that is the kind of the biggest play, might be one of the biggest plays of the entire series that just gets overshadowed by all the other stuff.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a minute because I want you guys to. We put out the post earlier today about like what was the best moment, and it's all over the map because it's just incredible. There's so much stuff that happened.
Pages hit 063. He was 1 for 16. Like, you just can't have that guy in your lineup.
Mm-hmm. No. All right, so Yamamoto now enters the game in the 9th inning with 1 out, and he hits the first batter he faces, Alejandro Kirk, to load the bases. So we got bases loaded, 1 out. And now the next batter hits the ball to Rojas, infield's in. He catches it, kind of stumbles back, regains himself enough to throw a nice seed right to home plate. Will Smith reaches for it. His foot comes off the plate and then initially called out. And then it comes to the slow-mo, and it did. His foot definitely came off the plate, but he got it down before the runner comes into the plate there. So got his foot down in time. But imagine the World Series ending on a review. Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, and I watched that replay today probably 10 times. I tried to slow it down. I found a couple different clips of it. I'm not actually convinced that Will Smith touched home plate the second time. It is so hard to see from the angles they were at, and then you got the guy sliding in. I'm still not convinced he touched home plate, but either way, like, to lose a game, to lose a World Series on a play like that would have been absolutely gut-wrenching. To have it be something that silly where the throw was like kind of just high enough, it pulled Will Smith a little bit off, and his foot just drifts up. I mean, that, and home plate's the worst base for a force out because you can't feel it. Like, there's nothing to kick to. It's flat. So, yeah. I mean, I remember as a catcher a couple times, like you're like, am I there? Like, can I feel it? Because it doesn't have the same, solidity where you can actually just kick it like the other bases.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy how close the Blue Jays came again to winning this game. Like crazy close. So then we keep moving on, and we have
hang on, pause that 1
okay.
second, Nick. I'm curious. I've heard this a bunch today, and I'm curious your take on this. I've heard a lot of people say, well, why did he slow down and slide when he could have just run through home plate? And looking at the play, I mean, he came flying through there. I'm not sure that he would have been faster running, but I'm curious. Do we believe that running straight through home plate would have been faster than the slide?
I'm not sure, right? Because all the rules around home plate now, like I still don't understand them. Because what happens if Will Smith, the throw takes him up, like back over the plate, and he makes contact with the catcher? Like, is he allowed to do that, or does he have to slide now? If he doesn't have the ball, you can't railroad him. So if he's trying to make a play on the ball and you make contact going through, what happens? I think you're better safe than sorry, or out than sorry, if in this case, if you slide.
Yeah, I mean, I think sliding is always the safest bet, but I mean, you have a right to the plate, and if Will Smith is standing on it, I mean, and you make contact with him, I think that is incidental at that point, unless you try to truck the guy like we've seen before. But I've never seen it proven where like it is actually faster to go in standing up, running through versus sliding. I will say that a head first slide probably would have been faster than the feet first slide because you don't slow down quite as much. But I mean, it's funny to think we're talking about how you slide as potentially the difference in being safer out there. It was that close.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. But man, oh man. So we move on, right? Still in the ninth, and Pa has now a defensive replacement. Clement is up with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and he looks like he walked it off. He had absolutely got Kike Hernandez spun around because Kike was playing shallow. It looked like the ball absolutely burnt him. Like all we saw was numbers on Kike Hernandez. He's spinning around trying to find the ball. Pajes comes flying in out of the screen, pretty much Brian Urlacher's Kike Hernandez to make the catch and push it to another inning. I mean, so many things could have gone wrong in this play, and they didn't.
No, that was a disaster waiting to happen. And Kike said it after the game. He's like, I had no idea where the ball was. I was just spinning. He goes, I was spinning trying to find it. And then he goes, all of a sudden, I hear Andy I hear footsteps and I just get run over. And my first reaction is, did he catch it? Like, he's like, I don't even care that I got run over. And you see Kike when he does get up, because Pajes turns to run and realizes that Kike is still laid out. So he starts walking back towards him, and Kike just goes, thanks, man. Because like he knew he wasn't catching that ball. He had no idea where it was.
No clue. I mean, Hernandez was playing so shallow because of his arm, right? He's got to kind of take the short pop fly away to make sure the runner doesn't tag. But man, oh man, what an absolute play by Andy Pajes there. And they made the point on the telecast. I kind of agree with them. If that's Tommy Edman, he's not making that play because he's got a sore knee. Right. So that could be the game, right? So just another Blue Jays instance where they were that close in winning the ball game. Just absolutely insane what was going on.
Yeah, that play was wild. I mean, and for Pajes, who hadn't been on the field in almost 2 full games, to kind of have the presence of mind to realize the left fielder was in trouble and to sell out to go catch that's a hell of a play from a young kid. And he trucked a veteran to make the catch, knowing that it would be okay if he made it. Yeah,
absolutely. Then we get to the top of the 11th, Will Smith with the go-ahead homer, and that was the dagger. Proved to be the game winner. So Will Smith again, man. And this is a dude that caught every single inning of the World Series, all of Game 3 to back 18 innings of Game 3 to back it up with Game 4. and all the way through Game 7. Pretty damn impressive this day and age for sure.
I mean, it is, and for a guy who is probably pretty much toast when at this point in the series, it was a good at bat. It was a good at bat, and he got a good pitch to hit and did not miss it.
Nope.
But I mean, again, like that's what this Dodgers team has. They are loaded with guys that are professional hitters that have the presence. You know, you look at the at bat Kirk had to end the game, and he was jumpy and tried to get on a pitch early. You know, Will Smith let it come to him. He was not gonna get himself out.
No. And he's such a good hitter. I mean, we saw him on a tear the first half of the season. Like no one could get this guy out. His OBP was through the roof. And I love his approach at the plate. He's not up there trying to jack a ball. He's trying to get through the middle of it, hit line drives all over that field. And every once in a while you catch one. And boy, did he catch one at a big moment. Absolutely insane.
That's a huge hit.
Yeah.
And I feel bad it was Bieber that gave that one up, right? Who had just come in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, because he had been really good for them and just left that one over the plate. And you could see it as soon as it made contact, Bieber just hung his head and knew that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of that. It's not a fun feeling when the ball leaves your hand, hasn't even gotten a home play yet, and you're like, yep, that's gone.
Yeah. I will not be getting that baseball back.
Yep. Nope.
And as a hitter, like you're hoping that you get that pitch and you can make sure that ball doesn't come back.
Yeah. John Temple, I agree with this point. Top 3 catcher in baseball? Absolutely.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, yes. Defensively, he's not great. He's good, but his bat, he's got a great bat.
Yeah. What about them Dodgers? Can the Dodgers do a three-peat next season?
I mean, yeah. I fully expect they're going to go out and sign more guys, and that team's going to be even better next year.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, obviously they're stacked. They're good. They know how to win. That's the other thing, right? They can win the close game in a high pressure moment like this. We see they prove it time and time again. They might not have their best stuff, but they still somehow put themselves in a position to win. And you can't beat that. You can play flawless baseball, and a team that knows how to win, to find the little thing to do correctly, to put them over the top. That's what this team does because they're just savvy veterans. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I fully expect this team will be even better next year. And we said it back when they signed Ohtani. Like, you've got a 10-year window where they're going to go try to win 7 or 8 World Series championships in that window. And they've got unlimited resources, as they've shown, and they are absolutely determined to win. And I don't see that stopping. They will, they'll be there a bunch more times.
Yep. In unrelated news, 29 teams will be searching for their own Will Smith. This is the 6th straight World Series with a Will Smith winning a ring. So 2020 to 2025, a Will Smith has won the World Series. So the streak continues.
I just once, I want to see Will Smith hit like a walk-off home run against like a Chris Rock, so we can just like live it. Or better yet, I would have loved to have seen Will Smith versus Will Smith with the game on the line.
Yeah, which we have seen that matchup before, but not with the game on the line. But yeah, Johnny, we will talk about this in the offseason, but this is for sure happening. They're going to let Muncy walk, I believe. They're going to sign Murakami from Japan, and the rumors are already in that they're in on Tucker. So,
well, we called it back at the All-Star break. It's like, when he becomes a free agent because he and the Cubs aren't talking, for sure they're gonna go get Tucker, because the Michael Conforto experiment was a disaster, and they're not going to do that again.
No, 1,000%. So we get to the bottom of the 11th after Smith hits the home run. Kirk shatters his bat, grounds it to Mookie. Mookie takes it over to second unassisted, throws on to Freeman to end the World Series. And you tally all the innings up, this series was 8+ games it took to come to a 4-3 victory for the Dodgers.
It was 73 innings, which is which is 8 games plus an inning.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's a lot. I mean, you had 2 extra inning games, one that goes 18, one that goes 11. Just brutal. I mean, these guys played a lot of baseball.
They did. So congrats to the Dodgers. I mean,
in 2 different countries.
Yeah. Congrats to the Dodgers. I mean, they outlasted a team that I think ultimately they at least out-hit them. Right? The Blue Jays out-hit the Dodgers this series. But again, the
Blue
Dodgers
Jays beat them in every category. Pitching, offense, didn't matter. I mean, the Blue Jays played significantly better than the Dodgers. They just couldn't get the big hit when it mattered, and that's what makes the Dodgers different. Is that they have the guys that come through in those moments.
Yeah. Johnny, it's funny you asked this question because here we go. We're going to talk about Yamamoto and how his contract looks now. Obviously, at first, it didn't look great with the injury right away, but I mean,
which we called. We said it right away. Like, these guys come over from Japan first year, always get hurt. Always.
Yep. So, I mean, absolutely insane. Game 2, we all know what he did. Game 2, goes out, just throws 9 innings, crazy ball. 6 innings in game 6. Don't forget, he was warming up to go into that 18 inning for game 3 after throwing 107 pitches the night before. So there's that.
Could you imagine if he had pitched in that game too? Holy crap.
Yeah, insane. Game 7 goes in, throws 2 2/3, no runs and a K. Only 10 hits allowed in 18 2/3 innings. I mean, he was the sure thing, like MVP.
Yep.
There was no other choice, really. Not for the Dodgers, anyways.
No, I mean, it was him and Ohtani a distant second, but it wasn't close. I mean, really, without Yamamoto, this was a 5-game series at best. The Dodgers beat up on Snell, they beat up on Ohtani, they hit Glasnow pretty well, and it was Yamamoto they could not figure out. And again, like, look at those stat lines. It was 15 Ks and 18 2/3. It wasn't like Yamamoto was just like spinning Ks like crazy. He was just getting weak contact over and over and over again. And he has proven that he's not just a thrower. He is a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah. Bumgarner type performance. And I think that was the comparison I saw a lot today was this was the best performance since Madison Bumgarner in the postseason. This dude was just electric to watch. I think I said it last night in our group text. It was like, I felt frustrated for the Blue Jays hitters because like they're getting the bat on the ball. They just couldn't get anything on it. Like even the double that Vlad hit off him, he still tucked his hands and got it off the handle. But Vlad's just such a good hitter that he can still hook that down the line for a double. But not a lot of guys are Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's the difference there. But just, I mean, roll over to short, roll over to second, like soft pop up in the infield. He was dotting fastballs on the outside black. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Yeah.
And Daryl, I mean, Yamamoto was the entire pitching staff, because without him, they didn't have any answers to the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays raked against everybody but him.
It's
crazy.
And
I mean, you look down the stat lines of the ERAs of the starters, and I guess any of the pitchers for the Dodgers. Shohei's ERA was 7.56. You had Blake Snell was like 6.19. I think Glasnow was 3.5, but that was because he had the couple of relief outings he actually survived through. Their bullpen was trash. I mean, it was rough. I mean, the stat lines were rough, except for Yamamoto, who stood out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. And if I'm Dave Roberts, I would have had to, he did pretty much have him right there in his back pocket, ready to be like, all right, just throw Yamamoto out on the field, let him go at it.
And honestly, when Dave Roberts brought Yamamoto out, I'm thinking this is a terrible decision. Like, this guy's got to be tired.
Nope. And he's a robot.
He is. And the funny thing is, like, his velocity was down a little bit. Like, you could tell he was tired, but it didn't matter because he didn't need it. He was just pitching to weak contact. And he didn't have to have his A fastball. He was, I mean, you look at the way he pitched these guys, it was just tons of breaking stuff, tons of it.
Yeah.
And then he'd mix in the fastball, but they just had no answer for him.
No. And his control was Greg Maddux-like throughout the entire game.
Yep.
I mean, just dotting fastballs, doing whatever he wanted with the splitter. His curveball was on. It was incredible to watch. And in a game where we don't see this anymore, like we don't see this, not even in the regular season. What did we say last show? The high for complete games was 2. It was done by 3 guys. I mean, it's not great. So, I mean, this was just it was fun to watch, like old school baseball, if you will, again. And that's what Yamamoto brought, and it was dominant.
Yeah, it was. And because of that, he kept the pitch counts down. He's able to go deeper into the games. And I really hope that like Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow are taking notes, because that is how you should be trying to pitch. Like, go out there and get outs, get into the 6th and 7th inning consistently. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Glasnow can barely get to the 5th inning anymore.
Yeah. Brian, this is a fair point, right? I mean, I was saying nobody on the Blue Jays other than Vlad Guerrero could take that pitch from Yamamoto down the line, which I still stand behind, but
right.
You're right. He had an incredible postseason, but he didn't have a Vlad-like season. His game changed a lot. Like, he was still the high contact guy, but he wasn't the 30 and 100 RBI guy. But no, I mean, it is what it is.
He's adjusting to what that team needed him to be. They weren't winning when he was the 30 and 100 guy.
Right.
This year his OBP was way up. He was taking more walks. He was being more selective. He hit 292 with 23 and 84. Scored 96 runs because the guys behind him could do things.
Yep.
I feel like he kind of took a step back and filled the role they needed him to fill, rather than just trying to go up there and pad stats. Also, the dude got paid, so the pressure to hit everything 500 feet probably drops a little bit, and you can just go play baseball.
Yep, agree. All right, Harrison, the hypothetical. I put this out on the page earlier today. If the Jays won the World Series, who would have won the MVP award? Or do you think Yoshi still would have won it? Would have this been a year where a player on the losing team could have won the MVP?
I mean, I still think they would have thought about Yoshi, but I think that the World Series that both Clement and Vladdy had would have gotten one of them the award. I mean, I can make a case for both Vladdy and Clement. I would have liked to have seen Clement be the guy that won it for the Jays, just because of how clutch he was. But between those two guys, they would have given the award to one of them. But they would have absolutely given Yamamoto some consideration. But keep in mind, Yamamoto wouldn't have had the third win. He would have taken the loss in that game, most likely. So his stat line looks a little different.
Well, don't sleep on Addison Barger either, because he had multi-hit games throughout the entire series. So, I mean,
true.
Man, oh, man. So, I mean, and this could, like, a guy like Rojas could have gotten it, right? I mean, to tie the game in the 9th, there's nothing more valuable than a game-tying homer in the 9th. I mean, let's be honest. So this was just absolutely incredible. But for me, I think I would have gone Clement too. His postseason was just electric. 30 hits. I know it's World Series MVP,
right,
but he didn't lose anything when he got to the World Series.
No, he did not. He did not.
Yeah. So yeah, chat is saying, well, we're going to skip over those comments because that's cool.
We got somebody from their mother's basement trolling us. That's cool.
Yep. Vlad or Clement, possibly Yasevich. I mean, I mentioned Yasevich to Harrison a little bit, and he was like, yeah, like he was good. I don't know if he was MVP worthy over Vlad or Clement. But I could make an argument because, I mean, he was pretty dominant. But yeah, for me, it's Vladdy or Clement from the Jays for sure, with Barger kind of being a sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's Vladdy and Clement. Clement were clearly the outstanding guys. Barger right behind them. And, Yasevich had a good start in game 1, a phenomenal start in 5. And unfortunately, kind of a rough go in game 7. But at the same time, like, I don't know why you bring him back out there. Like, why you bring him out in the 7th, unless you really didn't have faith in the bullpen. And, I said it when Dominguez came in the 10th. Like, I do not like Dominguez in extra innings because he's so like, you know what you're going to get. He's so volatile,
Yeah.
but his stuff is so good. Like, it's so tempting to think he's going to come in and blow people away. But man,
Yeah.
it's tough.
A lot of guys had a hold my beer moment, but Clement was 400 plus batting average. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. So before we move on to trivia, are there any other takeaways from this game? Like, what was your either World Series turning moment or the moment that's going to stick out in your head from years down the road? Like, you look back and someone says, like, you know, Grandpa, how was the 2025 World Series? And like this moment sticks in your head. What is it going to be for you?
Oh man, to pick one. I mean, the lodged ball obviously is going to be one that I'll think back on. But honestly, to me, I'm when I think of this World Series, I'm just going to think of all the missed opportunities the Jays had. You know, they were 3 for 17 in Game 7 with guys with runners in scoring position. They had guys on base pretty much every single inning. They could have ended that game 3 different times. They just could not get that last big hit. And they had traffic. They had traffic the whole game from innings 1 through 11, and they couldn't cash it in. And the Rojas home run will for sure be one of the things I think back on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Rojas and Smith, like those two home runs, right? One to tie it, one to win it. For me, though, I think it's the 18-inning marathon. I mean, that one still comes up in 2018. We talk about it where Max Muncy hit the walk-off against Nathan Eovaldi in 2018. We still talk about that one. Staying up until 3:20 Eastern Standard Time in the morning to watch Freddie Freeman do that. Another guy that has cemented his playoff legacy. Like, he will always be remembered as a postseason performer. That sticks out to me. And honestly, I hate it, but it's the Kike Hernandez double play to end the game with Barger, because that was the momentum shift. Jays were literally 90 feet away from tying it and the winning run being on second base. So close again. Kike says no on a bad read by Barger. And that killed the momentum for the Blue Jays right there. So I think those kind of those two moments kind of really are going to stick in my head. And obviously Yamamoto's performance.
Yeah, and then the Varsho Bichette moment too that might have cost them Game 3. Like, there were so many weird, like, bad breaks, and I mean, you know, Blake Snell made the comment of, you know, luck plays in the World Series after he got lit up a second time. But in reality, like, when you look back, like, the bad breaks all went against the Blue Jays. It was the Bichette Varsho play. It was the ball getting lodged. It was the bad read by Barger. Just everything seemed to go. All those moments went against the Jays. And I think some of that comes from, you know, you have an experienced Dodgers team that doesn't let those sorts of things stop them.
And I was just going to say that, like, because Edman had a pretty big error in Game 4, I want to say. Maybe, no, it was Game 3. It was part of that whole marathon.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It just kind of went underneath his glove. But the Dodgers don't compound their mistakes. They just stop it. Like, that mistake, boom, we're done. We're moving on. We'll get out of it. Like, we're a young and inexperienced team, like you said, like, it kind of snowballs and it gets ahead of them. And it's like mistake after mistake after mistake, and they're costly.
Yeah, and I think we were right going into this World Series. The Blue Jays were the worst matchup for the Dodgers. The Blue Jays outplayed them in every facet except for clutch hits, and that's where the Dodgers won it. You know, the Dodgers' experience and payroll, because that's what it costs to buy experience, is what cost them. That was the difference.
Yeah. I mean, and we talked about this a little bit last night. The base running in general, you know, John said it and Johnny Owen says it, like, the base running was horrendous.
It was bad. There's a lot of base running brain farts on both sides.
Not great.
No, you had some base running brain farts on both sides. Some really ugly ones.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I feel like base running in general around baseball is not good anymore. You see so many guys that just either they don't run the bases hard, they don't run them smart, or they take crazy gambles. But I feel like base running in general is like a lost art.
Yeah, I would agree. Now, kind of pose this question on Sunday. Curious what the chat says. Who do you think has the better chance of getting back to the World Series? Is it the Dodgers in an NL gauntlet, or is it the Jays, who I think are clearly ahead of everybody else in the AL, minus maybe the Mariners and Yankees? They have a little bit easier road to get back to the AL side of the World Series.
It's the Dodgers. It's always going to be the Dodgers because they're just going to retool. If they go out this offseason and go get Kyle Tucker and pick up another closer to go with the 5 they already have and grab more starting pitching, I mean, there's no reason to believe that the Dodgers won't be there pretty much every year until Ohtani retires.
Yeah. Ryan, base running died with Henderson.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. There's a few guys out there that can still do it at a high level, but not many.
Yeah. Crazy. Did the Dodgers have more money to buy these players, or did everyone have a chance?
I mean, the Dodgers had a nearly $500 million payroll this year. I mean, the Dodgers have more money than any team in Major League Baseball. I mean, to hit the headline. And did everyone have a chance to sign these guys? Absolutely. Everybody could have signed Shohei Ohtani. The problem is only about 2 teams could afford to do it. And one of them was the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers payroll is more than the revenue of half the league. I mean, they're not playing the same game, but they also have a good farm system. They're creative. Andrew Friedman he built the Tampa Bay Rays machine. He and Chaim Bloom. He's a fantastic general manager. I mean, it's kind of an unfair situation to have a great GM, a great farm system, owners with unlimited money, and the ability to pull in a whole country of support. So because rumors are they're going to break the $1 billion revenue mark this year, first professional sports franchise in history to do that. And oh, by the way, Mark Walton, the lead owner of the Dodgers, just got approval to buy the Lakers. So he's now going to own the Lakers too.
Man, crazy.
And he paid like $10 billion for that. So it's just it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, I call 10 billion a slow Tuesday, so that's fine.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, but
yeah,
who needs that?
Dumb. All right. Anything else out of the World Series, the postseason, anything like that before we close the book on 2025? That goes for the chat as well.
I mean, I saw the comment earlier that the best team didn't win, and Kike Hernandez came back and said, "Well, I'm glad the best team didn't win." I mean, I think when you break the series down, the Blue Jays were the better team, but the Dodgers showed that experience matters, and that's what won them the World Series.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look back and enjoy this postseason for what it was. I mean, we saw a lot of great moments in the postseason as a whole. This World Series was incredible. Probably one of the best ones in my lifetime. I mean, nothing's going to top 04, but that really wasn't competitive. That's just a personal opinion on that one because of the Red Sox breaking the curse. But at a competitive standpoint, this one was the best I have ever seen, and it's not close. It really isn't for me.
It was a great series. I don't know where it ranks in terms of hierarchy for me, but it's one I will not forget anytime soon.
Yeah.
There's plenty of World Series that have come and gone that I'm like, I don't really remember anything about it. This one I will remember for a while.
Yeah.
And I will say it was interesting when MLB posted all the Dodgers win, back to back, blah, blah, blah. I will say, based on the comments on the posts, you've got a lot of fans that are really, really disappointed with baseball and mad about kind of how this whole thing with the Dodgers has played. And if the owners really feel the way that the writers believe they do, 2027 could be really freaking ugly.
And it's we know it's going to be ugly, right? Because it's not only the Dodgers that are the issue, and we've talked about this.
Yep.
It is also the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is also the Colorado Rockies. Granted, they're a little bit different because they can't spend where the Pirates won't spend, but
Right.
either way, like the lower market teams are just as much to blame as the Dodgers, right? No one's doing what the Dodgers are. The deferment payments were put into place for the lower market teams to sign these bigger guys.
Yep.
That's why that rule was put into place. It wasn't so a team that could afford it could exploit the rules. Are the Dodgers breaking the rules? No, not at all. But the lower markets teams are just as much to blame because they don't care to give out deferrals. Heck, the Pirates haven't given out a multi-year contract since 2016. So they don't care. That's also the issue. So it's going to be messy. We will not have baseball for a while in 2027. There's no way that they get this solved in 2.5 months for spring training to start. No way.
No, we're gonna be playing next year. Next year's gonna be kind of a lame duck season, knowing full well that 27 it's gonna get shut down.
Yep.
And I think that everybody knows that's coming, and it is what it is.
Yep. Yeah, Jesse, we're with you. All games were great. Both teams had multiple chances, left many men on base. Yeah, and that goes to, that was the thing about Game 3 that impressed me much. So much was Will Klein. Like, who the hell is Will Klein?
And that we didn't even see him again. That was it.
Yeah, but that's all they had left in the bullpen. I loved when the camera panned after Will Klein took the mound. They panned and not even the coaches were out there. The bullpen catchers weren't even out there. It was completely empty, gone.
Yeah, they turned the lights off and they left. Like there was nothing left. Nothing left to worry about.
It was absolutely crazy, and I think I'll remember that too. And part of the Game 3 is a guy that no one knew who. Yeah. Half the Dodgers fans didn't even know who he was. Comes flying in out of the bullpen and pitched his ass off. Like, absolutely incredible.
The guy was probably wearing a name tag around the clubhouse so people knew who he was. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was what a World Series moment. But man, absolutely. All right, before we oh, go ahead.
Ryan, baseball always finds a way to kill its own momentum with drawing fans.
Yep. Yeah. It's bad. Get the fan union going. Listen, you can find an MLB fan union shirt on our Etsy shop. Just saying. I did make one. So it's there.
Yeah, and keep your eyes out over the next several weeks. I've got some cool designs in the works for some t-shirts you guys are going to want. So keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I saw Kershaw warming up Game 7 too, and I was like, oh man, is Roberts really going to go to Kershaw there? I was worried there for a second as well.
I think that was Roberts just making Kershaw feel involved. Because, I hate to say it, Kershaw's won back-to-back rings that he had almost nothing to do with. And that's kind of the sad status of where he's at, is that he's got 3 World Series rings. 1 he was a part of, the other 2 he was basically not a part of.
Yep. That's a big pitch to get Lucas to ground out in Game 3 with a bases jack, though. Man, oh man. Oh, that's cool. Jesse will be at the parade tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a hell of a party.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know they were saying that after the World Series win, LA was chaos. They had cops everywhere. They were dousing fans, and it was wild.
Yeah. So, all right. Before we start trivia, again, I want to thank our sponsor, FN3 Putt Golf. If you are into some polos, you're into golf. Heck, I don't play golf that much, but I have some of this apparel on the way. The hats are awesome. The polos are great. They're running 30% off their entire website right now. So go check that out. FN3pgolf.com. It's a lifestyle golf brand providing quality apparel items. So check that out. FN3pgolf.com. All right.
Ryan, I appreciate that you're fighting to keep the hoodie. You're gonna lose it though, pal.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I can't tell how many sweatshirts over the years I bought. I get to wear them like twice and they're gone. Like they're just gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to like hide them. It's crazy.
All right, Harrison, this is your baby. It's Who Is This Guy? What do you got for us tonight?
All right. This is a fun little assortment of players. I think there's I think some hard ones. I think there's some layups. I think it's a good little mix. Ironically, there's somebody in here we've already talked about tonight, so you just never know who's going to come up on the show.
All right.
But without further ado, Nick. So let's kick it off. Played for 16 seasons between 1999 and 2015. Played for the Phillies, Dodgers, Brewers, Padres, Astros, Tigers, Marlins, and Orioles. A one-time All-Star. Best known for hitting 2 home runs in a game in Colorado while he pitched the team to a win. Who is that guy? No, not Jamie Moyer, John. Yes, it is, sir.
Yeah, you guys can all answer in the chat. We won't
we won't throw them at us.
Yeah, we won't put it up until we see the correct answer. Oh, there he is. There's the trusty trivia guy, John Carter with Randy Wolf is correctamundo. Randy Wolf.
Yeah, that is Randy Wolf. Career record of 133 and 125, 2,328 in the third innings, 4.20 ERA, 1,814 strikeouts, and a 34.2 WAR. Yeah, really solid lefty for a number of years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, John Carter's been a little bit quiet tonight. Then he was just like lurking, waiting for trivia.
Yep. Oh, that's all. That's all he is. Yeah. Ryan got him too. Randy Wolf. Good. Nice job. All right.
But yeah, everybody, as these things pop up, jump in.
Yep.
We're gonna try to answer the trivia questions on the show now, so you guys can answer them.
Yep. And Weston's giving you some props, John Carter. So there you go. You're getting some love. Yeah, Cotta. That's right. John Cotta.
Got to say it right. All right, here we go. Played for 13 seasons between 1996 and 2008. Played for the Cardinals, Reds, Tigers, and Nationals. A 2-time All-Star and the 2007 NL Comeback Player of the Year. Best known for hitting 3 home runs on opening day in 2005, only the 3rd player to do that. Who is that guy?
The 3 home runs gave it away for me.
Yeah, it's one of those things that just kind of sticks. Yep. Oh, John's playing mad and decided to pop on just to catch the trivia. He's got to come in here and flex.
Yeah, right, for sure. Yep,
I used to love this guy. He was such a character.
Yeah, and it was just like it's when the Tigers had all the big guys rolling through there. Like, I mean, like him and Prince Fielder. Yeah, here we go. Dimitri Young, the meat hook.
Yeah.
I mean,
I always think of, was it Chris Berman that called him the meat hook?
Yeah. Dimitri Young. Yeah, everyone's got it right. And Captain. Close enough.
Oh, were you trying to say Delman Young? Because actually, they do kind of look.
Oh yeah,
they do kind of look a little
Delman
similar.
Young.
Delman Young was like a slightly smaller version of Dimitri Young.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dimitri Young, career average of 292, 171 home runs, 683 RBIs, a 351 OBP, and 12.8 WAR.
Wow.
So, I mean, a guy that had a few seasons that were just like stupid good.
Yeah. Yeah, stupid good and stupid big. I mean, they were just massive boys, but crazy.
All right, here we go. Played for 12 seasons between 1998 and 2010. Played for the Giants, Braves, Diamondbacks, Orioles, and Dodgers. One-time All-Star and had a 21-win season in 2003. Best known for pitching a complete game shutout and driving in the only run in a 1-0 win over the Marlins in 2003. Who is that guy? Now, that 21-win season came as a Brave, so this might be somebody Michael remembers. And maybe Michael's actually listening this time because I called him out last week and he had fallen asleep. So
2003?
21 wins in 2003 with the Braves. Better known for being a Giant.
Yeah, I'm stumped on this one, and I shouldn't be.
No, he's one of those guys that you're going to see and be like, oh, yeah, of course. He was like always just good enough to hang around, but not a super consistent guy.
I got nothing on this one. I am.
Come on, chat. Who's got it?
Where's John Carter? 2003.
Michael, I can see him in a Braves uni, but I forget who he is. He was there for like, I think it was just the 1 year.
The team list again. Let's go back. Giants, Braves, Diamondbacks, Orioles, and Dodgers.
So most of his time was with the Giants, and then he spent, I believe it was just a year with the Braves where he won 21 wins.
Damn, you made this dude up.
I promise I didn't make him up. There it is. Michael's got it.
Russ Ortiz.
Yep.
Is that it?
That is Russ Ortiz.
I don't think I would have pulled that one. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah. So Russ Ortiz, record of 113 and 89, 1,661 in the third innings, 4.51 ERA, 1,131 strikeouts, 17 WAR. A guy, again, who was pretty good for the Giants, had that crazy good season in 2003, and then just kind of bounced around after that. And it was never quite the same.
Man.
Is that Bartolo's older brother quarter pounder?
For sure. Yeah. Man. Crazy.
Oh, man. But yeah, Russ Ortiz.
Good one.
All right. This is a good one, Nick. This is a guy that you're either going to remember immediately or not, but he's one of those guys I think just sticks out. Played for 12 seasons between 1998 and 2009. Played for the Phillies, Devil Rays, Cardinals, Mets, Nationals, and Dodgers. He's International League Rookie of the Year in 1998 down in the minors. Best known for hitting an inside the park pinch hit home run for the Mets in 2005. Who is that guy? The guy throwing, not the guy sliding.
I was going to say that.
In case I have to clarify.
Yeah, that's Brad Wilkerson sliding,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I can't tell you who's that is. What was the year? I missed the year. 98 to 2009.
He was kind of a super utility guy.
Is it Desi Relaford?
No, but that's a really good guess.
That's a good guess.
Same exact type of player as Desi.
His face looks ultra familiar, but sunglasses throw me off. They really do. Like anybody that wears sunglasses, like I can't tell. Man, second baseman, 2008, 2009, 98, and Phillips was not there. Phillips was a Red. It's definitely not Phillips.
No, but again, like you're right in that right sort of player. Not Ben Grieve, John.
It's not Ben Grieve for sure. It's not him.
He does look like a flying squirrel flat cheese, but he's not a flying squirrel.
He might have been in the minors.
I mean, maybe, yeah, that's true. Oh, Nephi Perez, another guy who's like the same type of player.
Yeah.
It's hard. Some of these guys stick right out, and other guys you're just like, man, I wish I could remember him.
I gotta go back. Hold on.
Initials are M.A.
M.A. Phillies, Rays, Cardinals. Oh, got it.
I'll give chat another minute, and then I'll give the answer.
You said M.A.?
M.A.
Oh, did I flash it by accident? You saw it. It's Marlon Anderson. It's definitely Marlon Anderson. Oh, I must have flashed it by accident when I clicked on it.
Nick does that. He tends to flash people accidentally a lot. But anyways, almost looks like most deaf. Anyway, all right. So, yes, this is Marlon Anderson, average of 265, 63 home runs, 371 RBIs, 317 OBP, and a 5.0 WAR. A guy that spent, it was 5 years in Philly, 4 with the Mets, and then a year kind of everywhere else.
Yep, good one. Yep, stumped me. And I definitely remember Marlon Anderson too. So
yeah, kind of, he was one of those original super utility guys before that was like really a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like a lot of these guys that like say they play for the Red Sox or like the Astros. I'm like, yeah, I don't remember them as an Astro or Red Sox like ever. But it's crazy.
Yeah, so he was in St. Louis in 2004. I mean, he was on that team that lost in the World Series. He was their utility guy.
Yeah, nice. All right, next one.
You didn't want to see it. It was small.
All right, fellas.
Wow.
My parents are watching.
The font was small, he meant. It was just hard to read.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Played for 14 seasons between 1984 and 2002. Played for the Yankees, Athletics, and Reds. 1990 World Series MVP and a one-time All-Star. Best known for dominating the 1990 World Series, going 2-0 with a .59 ERA and 14 Ks in 15 in the third innings. Who is that guy? Yes, sir.
Okay. Whew. You paused for a second. I was like, oh no.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that I think a lot of people will know.
Yeah.
But it's a interesting career path for him.
Yep. Jose Rijo is definitely correct. I always called him Jose Rojo just because he played for the Reds. That's how it made me like, yeah.
Yeah.
Too old for my time. It's all good, bud. He was a really
and what's
good
cool
pitcher.
is
I got a lot of slack when I did the all-time Reds pitchers that he wasn't my number one or like favorite Reds lineup. So
he was so good in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was the Yankees for a year, Oakland for 3, Cincinnati for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 8. And then he missed 5 years with injury. And then came back to Cincinnati for 2 kind of partial seasons and then was gone.
Yeah. I'll be honest, didn't realize he played for other teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was Cincinnati for the last 10 years of his career and then, short stints elsewhere. But yeah, Jose Rijo, who had a crazy good World Series. So yeah, career record of 160-91, 1,880 career innings, 324 ERA, 1,606 strikeouts, 36.4.
Wow.
So pretty solid guy.
Career.
Unfortunately, he lost ages 31 to 35 to injury. He lost his entire prime to injuries. It was too bad.
Yeah. I mean,
and Ryan,
good numbers.
Yeah, and Ryan, this is a good point. The 1990 World Series is a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah. All right.
All right, here we go. Played for 10 seasons between 1992 and 2001. Played for the Brewers and Athletics. One-time All-Star and AL comeback player in 1999. Best known for his out-of-nowhere 1999 season with Oakland when he hit 35 home runs after a bunch of injury-plagued years. Who is that guy? Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
You didn't need all the extra letters in there, but yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I did. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure they don't hurt. This guy had some serious power.
John Carter, what's a VHS? How old are you? Man.
Oh, Cappen's all over this one.
Yes, it is John Jahaha. John Jahaha. John Jaha for sure. Nice job.
John Jaha. Career average of 266, 141 home runs, 491 RBIs, a 369 OBP, and a 9 WAR. Guy that had incredible power, but also just could not get on the field. And it was all kinds of different things too.
Yeah. I definitely have this baseball card somewhere in my house right now.
I'm pretty sure it's in one of the boxes in my
Yeah,
closet behind me.
because so my grandmother used to drink Coca-Cola all the time. And in each Coca-Cola 12 pack at the time was a pack of 1992 Donruss cards. So she would
Oh,
save them all for me. So I would get to my grandmother and she'd just have packs and packs and packs and packs for me to open. And it was always these. So it was awesome.
those were good cards. They were clean.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Love them.
Yeah, good stuff. I miss the days of getting cards in stuff. Now they want like $10,000 for a box of cards.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No
We used
thanks.
to take the crappy ones out and put them in our bike spokes because they were never worth anything anyways.
Yeah, like the Lou Gehrig. Anyways.
Damn, I need old Coke. I'm an addict.
Anywho.
Okay, here we go. Played for 16 seasons between 1993 and 2010. Played for the Mariners, Astros, Mets, Rockies, Braves, and Diamondbacks. Two-time All-Star, five-time Silver Slugger as a pitcher. Best known as a 246 career hitter with 16 home runs, 79 RBIs, and a 365 slugging percentage. Who is that guy?
Oh, I mentioned him.
Damn, guys, can you at least let me get the damn question out of my mouth?
I mentioned. I don't know why I typed it to you since they already got.
I was going to say it's already been answered. I mean,
yeah.
I think John Carter put it in there before I finished reading the teams he played for.
And it's crazy because I mentioned him. I haven't mentioned him in the 4 years we've been on this podcast, and I mentioned him earlier, and you have him in the show. That's incredible. Yeah, it is absolutely.
I thought that was
Mike
so
Hampton.
funny.
Yeah, it absolutely is Mike Hampton. Nice job, guys.
Yep.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike Hampton.
Everyone's
Career
got
record
it across the board.
Yeah, career record of 148 and 115, 16 career home runs, a 406 ERA, 1,487 strikeouts, and a 28 WAR. I mean, a guy that used to pinch hit. I mean, if there was somebody who should have been a two-way player, it was Mike Hampton. Like he should have played because he was such a good hitter.
Yeah, yeah, he was insane.
Oh, big Astros fan. So yeah, that was Hampton's prime was in Houston.
Yeah. Went to Colorado because of the schools. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Colorado for the bags of cash.
Yeah, and the bags of weed probably. But anyways, do you know what kind of pitch grip he's got on right now, that Harrison?
That is the Vulcan change, if I remember correctly.
The Vulcan change. Yep, absolutely.
Well, so ironically enough, I picked this card specifically because it showed that grip because he was one of the first guys that made that like a real pitch. And he didn't get 5 minutes to get to the mound after batting.
That's awesome, Brandon. Love it.
Wow, Brandon.
Yeah, he was just an absolute athlete. That's all he was. He was just an athlete. It was crazy.
Yeah, the guy could do anything. I mean, and honestly, like he should have been a two-way player because having his bat only in the lineup one day a week is crazy.
Yeah, 246 nowadays is a 300 hitter on any of these teams. So yeah, I'd take him for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and 246 for a guy that literally got like 4 at-bats a week. Imagine if the guy was hitting regularly. I mean, geez.
Yep. Crazy. Yeah, he's 1 for 4 every time he pitches. Better than that.
That is the live long and go sit the bench change up.
Love it.
Yeah, I picked that card specifically because it actually had the grip, and I'm like, oh man, that was his pitch. He made that a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Man,
well, this is a great one, Brandon. Darren Dreifert was another guy that could hit.
Yeah,
Dreifert. I mean, Zambrano, Hampton, Marquis. There's a lot of guys that probably could have gotten up there and hit regularly.
Lorenzen, Greinke.
Yeah, true. Greinke was a great hitter.
Yep. So crazy. All right.
Back then, it was like a secret weapon to have a pitcher that could hit. Now it's like, let's play him every day.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, all right, here we go. Played for 5 seasons between 1990 and 1995. Played for the Yankees and Twins. Runner-up Rookie of the Year in 1990. Best known for setting the record with 10 home runs in his first 77 career at-bats. Who is that guy? Oh, man, Michael nailed it.
Oh, it absolutely is him. Yep, Kevin Mass for sure.
Yep.
Mhm.
I always want to call him Moss because the two A's always mess me
It
up.
might be Moss. It's got to be
I don't
Moss.
remember. I don't think I've ever pronounced it right.
It's got to be Moss.
I'm looking it up.
There's no way it's Mass. That'd be Mass. It's Moss for sure.
You're right. It would have to be Moss, right?
I don't know. English is hard.
They don't give the pronunciation.
They don't?
No, they probably just assume we'll know.
Oh, it's Moss for sure.
We're going to go with Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Moss, average of 230, 65 home runs, 169 RBIs, 334 OBP, and a 2 WAR. A guy that he came up and he was absolutely lights out and then just faded.
Yeah.
And battled some injuries, but also just he couldn't replicate what worked.
Yeah. Do not remember him as a Twin ever, but I used to emulate his stance as a kid. That's crazy. It's funny. Yeah, it is. Yep. It is Moss. Moss. Yes, Moss. Yes.
I thought his card was gonna be worth money as a kid. I mean, he looked like he was gonna be like a perennial all-star type guy.
Just didn't happen. Crazy.
Nope. The fade was fast.
Yep.
This is a fun one, Nick. I hope you remember what I'm talking about here. Played for 11 seasons between 2000 and 2010. Played for the Athletics, Rockies, Orioles, Diamondbacks, and Mariners. To the UCLA Hall of Fame in 2013. Best known for getting thrown out at home plate in the 2003 ALDS after missing the plate and limping away. Who is that guy?
Yep. I know this for sure.
Do you remember the play?
Yes, absolutely. of all gentlemen, you boys should have had that pronunciation.
Yeah, Moss. Yeah, exactly. We should have nailed that one. Just like it's John Cotta.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Eric Burns for sure. John Carter got it. Brandon got it. Yeah, Eric Burns, absolutely correct.
There's so many great pictures of that guy that I could have picked, just like the completely tarnished uniform and like the Superman dives into bases, and he was like full speed all out. Yes, and his podcast with Will Clark is great. Will Clark alone is worth the price of admission. That guy is hilarious.
Oh yeah. I have a vivid memory of Eric Burns making the last out of the Diamondbacks season. And he was all out, and literally like halfway down the baseline, he just tries to beat it out head first and just Superman dives. The guy was just all hustle all the time. But yeah.
So the play I was referencing in the best known for in the 2003 ALDS against the Red Sox, he comes around to score. He slides in short of home plate, bumps into Varitek. The ball gets past Varitek. And as Varitek's going to get it, Burns like pushes him and then starts limping back to the dugout. And Varitek grabs the ball, walks over and tags him. He's called out. Burns is like, starts to argue, then just, no, never mind. Then just like limps back to the dugout. Yeah. It's such a weird play.
Crazy.
But anyways, Eric Burns, average of 258, 109 home runs, 396 RBIs, 320 OBP, and a 14.1 WAR. A guy that went 1,000 miles per hour all the time and was probably insane.
Yeah. Not most of these guys at this level are, Harrison. You have to be a little bit crazy to put in the amount of work these guys do to get to where they are.
Yeah.
So
yeah, possibly the dirtiest player in the history of baseball in terms of uniform.
Yeah. He was up there.
There's so many pictures of him, and it's just like uniform is completely caked in clay and dirt and whatever else.
Love it.
Guy was all effort. All right, here's the last one, Nick. This one I think is a pretty good pull, but a guy that I remember well. Played for 16 seasons between 1987 and 2002. Played for the Yankees, Angels, Athletics, and Rangers. Named the epitome of a team player by Buck Showalter. Best known for turning an unassisted triple play in 2000. Who is that guy? And yes.
Yeah, it was the last line that got it for me, for sure.
I was trying to give a good hint because otherwise he'd be a tough guy to guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the unassisted triple play for me. Back,
he was on MLB Network for a while. He is 100% insane.
yeah. Back when the umpires were divided into AL and NL.
Oh yeah.
The AL hats for the umps is awesome. Yep. Yeah, John Carter, you absolutely nailed it. It is Randy Velarde for sure. Nice job.
Yeah. Randy Velarde, career average of 276, 100 home runs, 530 RBIs, 346 OBP, and a 25.8 WAR. Just a solid ball player. Did a lot of things for the Yankees, but he'd also play other position when they needed him to. He did a lot, and that's why Buck Showalter had such a tremendous amount of respect for him, as did Yankees fans and players for everything he did while he was in New York and everywhere else. He was that kind of player everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, this is the point of the show where we open it up for you guys. Anything you want to bring to the table, anything you want to bring back up. This is your part of the show, your segment of the show. And again, want to thank our sponsors, FN3P Golf, for hosting or sponsoring trivia, sponsoring the show. Check that website out for us and him, please. Support local. He's a local guy. Has incredible stuff on his website, so give that a look. Having said that, we have a question in the chat already. Harrison, do you have anything before we start getting to the questions?
No, let's get into the questions. I'll save a couple of things for later.
All right. Have a question. When I see something and want to share it with you guys, what is the best way to do it? I've been hijacking your last post. So we should just have a share button at the bottom of our posts. I don't think they're anything special. So just look at
wait.
Like.
Are you asking how to share things directly to us or just share our post? Want to share it with you guys?
Oh, got you. Just send it in a message.
Yeah, so just Facebook Messenger, you can message the page directly, and it's usually Nick is on. Like I go in to answer, Nick's already like on it. So, but
yeah,
usually one of us is in that messenger pretty quick.
Yeah, there's usually like a share button and it says share to Facebook Messenger, and you should be able to find us in there. You can just do it that way. That's probably the easiest way. Tagging us on pages is weird because like we don't get that weird like notification. For whatever reason, we don't get that notification if you've tagged us in something. So just share it to our messenger for sure. Or Cap'n. Yes, there is Patreon. You can share it there as well. So
yeah, we've got a number of conversations going to Patreon. It's been a lot of fun.
It's 90% Nick behind it.
Nick is fast. He is so fast.
Yeah, it's I got to, man. Like other than the last couple of days, which we don't need to get to on here because things are changing on Facebook. It's been insane the amount of comments and stuff we have gotten, and I think I've gotten to almost every single one of them, which is an accomplishment in itself because it's ridiculous how much we've gotten. I mean, we had 8.5 million views over the last month, and I've gotten to pretty much most of the comments on Facebook. So crazy, but enough tooting my own horn. But
he's fast and a flasher.
Yeah, I don't. No, thanks. Cool content idea for off-season live would be deciding on an old World Series to go back and YouTube watch and discuss the following live. Just a thought. So the thing with that is we can't show clips of old games on here. We will get shut down faster than fast. Like probably mid-show they'd come in and black us out. They'd probably kick us right out. So that's something. I mean, I would love to do that, but you have to get like certain permission, special permission in order to do that stuff. And that's a lot of work in itself, but
yeah. So we've applied for media access from MLB, and they've given us access to the, what do they call it? The press room. Is that what they call it? Where they've got like all the clips. But it's not, we don't have full media access. We only have access to kind of their library of clips that we have to utilize through their system. I've applied for additional media access recently, but it takes weeks or months to hear back from them.
Yeah. 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 It's funny. I've been watching YouTube for so long. I can tell who's answering me. Yeah. I tend to be a little bit chippy sometimes or sarcastic,
Well,
but
it's funny. The other day I went in there, like I was 3/4 done, typed my response, and all of a sudden a message pops through. I'm like, oh crap. Well, Nick's done. I'll just delete this. Like he's already on it.
yeah. So
He's
crazy.
fast. Oh, we could like share a link and everybody could just kind of go watch it.
Yeah. And then talk about it.
I'm hoping that at some point we'll hear back from MLB on the media thing. Because I'm able to use my media company as the cover for our access. So I'm hoping that works this time. So we'll see. It's a work in progress, but we do have basic access, but we don't have access to like the full archive like some of these other pages do.
Yeah. We're getting there. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to try to really like dive into this off season and really get this thing cranking and really make this place like a really cool fan community, because that's the part I love about this show. And I say it a lot is you guys, right? As fun as it is for me and Harrison to sit here and create the show and talk about it, the best part is the interactions with you guys. And there's no other baseball podcast out there where you guys are part of the show. And I preach that every week. Like, I want you guys to bring stuff to the show for us to talk about and discuss. Like, we're not doing it for me and Harrison. Hell, we already do it in the text chat during the week. So like, this is for you guys to find an outlet for your baseball frustrations, your celebrations about your team. Like, this community is for you guys. It's not just for me and Harrison. And that's what we love about this page and what it's turned into. It's been more than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. So we got a number of things in the works here for the off season that hopefully some of these will start to come through for us where we can do more things. But if not, we'll we'll create our own fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Segments and different shows.
Oh, it'd be kind of cool. Like, post a link, like dive into it next live. I got you. So, hey, like, everybody go watch this, this clip, and we'll discuss it on Thursday. That's not a bad idea. I like that. I'll put that in the notes for sure.
It can be like it's like World Series Book Club.
Yeah, right. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah, and honestly, that could be a fantastic idea for 2027. Legit, like, pick a year in baseball, 1994, since, we lost half the season there. Just go back and look at archive old games and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty sweet to do that. That feels like homework.
Yeah. It's our World Series Book Club.
Yeah.
Some people read books. We just watch old World Series games.
Yeah. But this offseason, we got some really cool stuff going. We are going to have Family Feud. It's going to be another 2 to 3 week challenge this time, not just a one and done. Hoping to maybe put together a 5-week Jeopardy challenge, because that was a ton of fun this summer. So we got some things coming, hopefully some guests. So we will definitely see.
Oh, and John, during the lockout, we'll probably have to start like an MLB The Show league. We may have to just like stream the head-to-head games between all of us just for something.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
If we can't watch baseball, we'll create our own season.
Right.
We'll just get on and play.
Yeah.
I do have some news we should probably get to because the Gold Glove winners were announced.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we ready for this?
Yep.
So let's go around. We'll start in the American League. So the Gold Glove winners were announced a little over an hour ago. So your Gold Glove winners for 2025 in the American League, catcher was Dylan Dingler. He beat out Alejandro Kirk and Carlos Narvaez for the Gold Glove. So Dylan Dingler, catcher. First base was Ty France. Ty France wins the Gold Glove, beats out Vladdy and Carlos Santana of the Guardians. I was a little surprised by that one, but I will say Ty France plays great defense, but doesn't play a lot.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, when was he 1 for 1 on the season and chances? I mean,
he started with the Twins, then came over to the Blue Jays. I mean, he was playing more in Minnesota than he did in Toronto. But anyways, yeah. So Ty France was your winner.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I'm sorry. It has to go to an everyday player.
I agree.
That's pretty bad.
That's a weird one. Second base, Marcus Semien wins it over Andres Jimenez and Luis Rengifo.
What's the qualifications for this?
You have to have a pulse and be liked by the people that vote on this.
All right, fair.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. beats out Corey Seager and Taylor Walls.
I mean, kind of no surprise, really.
I mean, yeah, that one doesn't shock me as much, but third base, his teammate, Michael Garcia, beats out Ernie Clement and Jose.
So Clement lost it, huh?
It's tough to. Both those Ramirez and Clement both had stellar years. So yeah, left field, Stephen Kwan beat out Wyatt Langford and Tyler Soderstrom.
It's Stephen Kwan's Gold Glove Award until he retires. That dude's a freak out there in left.
He's really freaking good.
And there's no other left fielder that is remotely close to him defensively. There really isn't.
No, it's hard to find a left fielder that really is better. I mean, Langford is great, but Stephen Kwan is different.
Yeah, left field's weird. That's turned into the platoon position, it seems like.
Island of misfit toys.
Yeah, you don't have many like everyday left fielders in the game. You know, it's like the Giants revolving door in left field.
Yeah, remember at the All-Star break, we're like, who's the best left fielder in baseball? We're like, there's not a lot of guys that play it full time anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. In center field, Cedon Rafaela beat out Kyle Isbell and Julio Rodriguez.
He should have. Rafaela's defensive year was crazy. He got to balls that no one else gets to. He was a lot of fun to watch in Boston this year. Holy smokes.
Yeah, he is a freak. It's like Jackie Bradley Jr. all over again.
Yes,
doesn't hit much.
No, this was a great point, Captain. Soderstrom moved from first to left field to make room for Nick Kurtz and absolutely be there is awesome, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Bucks should have been Buxton in center. Buxton had a bounce back year, man. Finally had one of those years we thought that Byron Buxton should get to. I beg to differ, boys. Julio. Listen, I'm not trying to slight Julio.
Julio's great.
Julio is great. What the balls that Rafaela can get to, you're not supposed to.
Fair. And center field at Fenway is a different animal. You know, when you can play that well with the triangle and the weird little corner there where the monster meets the center field wall, like that's a weird outfield to cover.
The bullpen in right center, that's 2.5 feet off the ground.
Which he plays really, really well. Better than anybody outside of Jackie Bradley Jr. that I've ever seen.
Jackie Bradley was another one that was just like, what am I watching?
Yeah, wild. All right. Throw over to right field.
Oh, hold on. Thank you, Weston. Appreciate it, buddy. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Sundays and Thursdays, we'll be here.
Yeah, we'd love to have you in the chat. Right field. Wilyer Abreu.
No, listen. Oh, go ahead.
Beat out Adolis Garcia and Cam Smith. Cam Smith, another rookie.
I am a massive Red Sox fan, as you guys know. That is a BS pick. He was out. He was out
for a huge chunk of the year.
Huge.
He is absolutely a Gold Glove caliber outfielder, but he wasn't. Absolutely, he didn't play enough.
No, it to me which is going to backfire because Cal Raleigh didn't win it this year, and he won the Platinum Glove last year. But it almost seems to me that like, oh, if you are the reigning reigning Gold Glove winner, someone else has to kind of knock you off that pedestal. That's what that award kind of thinks to me like right now. But there's no way Wilyer Abreu should have won that Gold Glove.
No, I mean that's like Ty France. That's a weird pick. Abreu's a weird pick. Semien's probably not the best pick. I don't know. Michael Garcia was good, but that's a tough pick. Anyways, let's finish the pitcher. Max Fried beat out Jacob deGrom and Luis Severino. Fried is a great fielder.
He is. Mm-hmm.
And lastly, utility was Mauricio
Dubon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so utility was Mauricio Dubon beat out Ernie Clement and Daniel Schneemann.
Yeah. Schneeman. So I think this was the second time in MLB history that one player got nominated for two positions in the same year. So Clement got nominated at third and then got nominated for utility. Dalton Varsho did it when he was in Arizona because he was utility and right field. So this might be the second time.
I don't get how Cal. Oh yeah, the Cal thing was weird. The Cal Raleigh not being on the list is insane to me, but weird. All right, so that's the American League. Let's do the National League. National League catcher was Patrick Bailey, beat out Carson Kelly and Luis Torrens. Patrick Bailey is fantastic. I think end of story.
Yeah, he's the best defensive catcher, I think, going in the league right now. It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be Maldonado, and now it's Patrick Bailey is the absolute best receiver of the baseball.
Yep.
All right, first base. Matt Olson beat out Bryce Harper and Spencer Steer.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, all three of them play a good first base. I think Matt Olson is very good over there. Sure.
Yeah.
Second base. So Nico Horner wins. He beat out Xavier Edwards and Bryce Terang.
Kind of a shocker because Terang is disgusting. But
he is gross.
Yeah.
Was he a platinum glove last year too?
He won the platinum glove last year, yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I mean Terang is nasty. The plays he makes just aren't right.
Nope.
Shortstop. Mason Wynn beat out Nick Allen and Mookie Betts.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean yeah. It's awesome that Mookie was nominated because that dude, talk about a freak. That dude's unreal. And to make that transition from right field to shortstop, no one's ever done it. And he's done it with ease because he's an absolute freak. But yeah.
Yep. Third base, your good friend Ke'Bryan Hayes beat out Ryan McMahon and Matt Shaw.
Yeah, it's Ke'Bryan Hayes' award now that Arenado's kind of on the back end of his career. It's Ke'Bryan Hayes until he hits that Arenado threshold because what he does over there at third makes up for what he doesn't bring to the plate. He saves a lot of runs down there at third base.
Yeah, his glove is what's kept him in baseball. I mean, without that, he would be long gone by now. And we had the opportunity to see that kid live. I mean, there's very few third basemen that move like him and cover the ground he covers and does it as smooth as he does.
That's crazy.
All right. In left field, Ian Happ won, beat out Tommy Pham and Kyle Stowers.
Beat out who?
Tommy Pham and Kyle Stowers.
Tommy Pham? I mean, come on now. That's like, how, was there no one else to pick from?
It's left field, man. I mean, it's like who do you pick?
Wow, that's brutal.
I mean, when Tommy Pham's up for any award, you got to be like, okay, what's wrong? Like, what happened here?
I love Tommy Pham. I really do. And I'm not hating on the guy, but where? Wow. I got nothing on that one. Moving on.
John, I thought Ke'Bryan's dad was Willie Mays. No, Willie Mays Hayes? Different Hayes? Okay. Center field. Pete Crow Armstrong beat out Victor Scott and Jacob Young.
I mean, Victor Scott, crazy talented, but it was PCA's definitely. I mean, he got
PCA's
to some balls. You're just like, what?
Yeah, PCA's an animal.
Profar was out for 81 games. Why was that?
Right field. Fernando Tatis Jr. beat out Corbin Carroll and Sal Frelick. That's a tough one to beat out Corbin Carroll and Sal Frelick.
It is, but Tatis seemed like he robbed a home run every single night. He had a crazy year defensively, but
yeah. He's good. All right. Pitcher Logan Webb beat out Matthew Boyd and David Peterson.
Well, yeah. I mean, Logan Webb just gets the ball pounded in the ground. So he's probably gotten some weak comebackers all year, and he can just field it and, toss it over to first nice and easy. So,
yeah, that dude gets so many ground balls.
He's one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated pitcher in the game right now. He doesn't get the love he deserves being in San Francisco.
No, he's fantastic. And his interview when the guy farts in the background is still one of my favorite clips.
So good.
He's like, farts are always funny. It's like, yes, they are. You are correct, Logan.
Yeah.
That is such a good one. Anyways, utility was Javier Sanoja from the Marlins. Beat out Miguel Rojas and Jared Triolo.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm glad the Marlins got a little bit of love there because they put together a season that no one expected them to do. To be as close to the playoff race as they were, no one expected that.
No, not at all. And then the winner of the golden seat cushion was Shohei Ohtani for most time sitting on the bench, getting ready to hit.
Well, nice. I'm glad he won something.
With his 5 extra minutes.
Yep. I'm glad he won something. Man.
Charlie Hayes was a donut. Yes, man. World Series champion Charlie Hayes is Cabrian's dad. I was just messing with you, John.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really shock me other than, I mean, a lot of them are just picks because there's no other option. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. And I look at some of these, like Wilyer Abreu, who played like half the season.
Yeah, there's
like there really wasn't anybody better than him. Ty France, who was a backup for the second half of the year. One of the finalists, Nick Allen of the Braves, who was just filling in and then lost the position when they found somebody to actually take it full time. I don't know. It's disappointing. And then guys like Bryce Terang that I thought were a lock that don't win. Yeah. Nothing against Nico Horner. Nico Horner's great, but I mean, Bryce Terang is like one of a kind, man.
The Ty France one to me almost just like puts no weight into this award anymore. Like that selection makes 0 sense to me. The fact that Cal Raleigh had 0 passed balls this year, 0, and is not even a finalist. What are we even doing? I love Carlos Narvaez, and he had the highest, I think, throwout or caught stealing percentage for catchers this year.
Yep.
But Cal Raleigh had 0 pass balls. If that's not gold glove, it's not golden arm, it's gold glove. What are we doing?
Yeah, so Ty France played 124 games at first base this year, 101 in Minnesota, and then 23 in Toronto. And I mean, he was fine.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't have said he played 121 games. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, that is a little bit surprising, but yeah, I mean, a 994, a 999 fielding percentage. I mean, he made 3 errors all year.
I mean, it's pretty damn good.
I mean, he was good. He was good, but it wasn't like it was blow you away good. The other guys were pretty damn close.
I think it's because Brandon says, I think it's because back in the day when you saw a guy, you knew he was a gold glover. Now it just feels different. And yes, get off my damn lawn.
I mean, there's some truth to it.
Platinum they release tomorrow night, right? It's usually like the next night, or is that?
I think they come the next day, yeah.
So best overall defender. Who's your? I think it's going to be Dylan Dingler. I think they're going to stay in the AL is going to stay with a catcher. Dylan Dingler's defensive season was pretty ridiculous because he was the same. No pass balls for him.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, he had an absolutely insane year. Where is? I don't see whether they've announced when those get released, but I'm pretty sure it comes the day after.
Yeah. So that he would be my selection for the AL NL Platinum Glove.
So you got Patrick Bailey, Matt Olson, Nico Horner, Mason Wynn, Cabrian Hayes, Ian Happ, PCA, Tatis, Logan Webb.
I think it goes to Hayes, or I could see PCA getting it.
PCA would be my pick. I think when you look at just the crazy highlight reel catches he made, it probably goes to PCA. But Cabrian Hayes is probably the best overall, just like everyday defender in the National League.
Yeah.
Patrick Bailey's also fantastic behind the plate. Could you imagine if 2 catchers got it? That'd be something.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I think they should give the Platinum Glove to Wilyer Abreu or Ty France in the American League.
I mean, how many games did Wilyer end up playing?
It's probably more than we think, but it's not as many as it should have been. He played in 115, so he missed a third of the season.
I wouldn't have guessed it was that many. That's crazy.
No, I would have thought it was maybe 100 at most. Yeah, I mean, it is typical. Like he's got the incredible zone ratings and the DRS, and like he's a exceptional defender. Like there's no argument there. But yeah. I just feel like that's not enough. Not enough games.
So
yeah, so 104 games in right, 4 at DH, 17 pinch hit appearances. But so 108 games in the field.
Only the manager and 6 coaches for each Major League Baseball team vote for a total of 7 votes per team. So each team gets 7 votes on who they think should win.
Huh.
So it's not necessarily based on any particular metrics. It's a popularity contest with the coaches.
Exactly. It's the guys that they thought that made a really cool play in front of them, or the guys they like, or the guys that they've worked with, or whatever.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, John, at least isn't the writers. You're not wrong.
Facts. Yep, facts. Yeah. Dang. I don't know. Who do you think's your platinum in the NL? Do you think it's PCA for sure?
I mean, PCA is my pick. It's either PCA or Cabrian Hayes. I mean, Nico Horner and Mason Wynn are 2 phenomenal middle infielders, but I just feel like PCA got all the attention this year because he made some insane catches.
He did.
He really did. And he covers an incredible amount of ground.
I feel like it's almost a cop out though to give it to a center fielder or catcher. It's like they handle the ball the most, But yeah, man,
it is true.
But
I mean, the American League, I can make a case for Dingler. I make a case for Stephen Kwan. I can make a case for
Rafaela.
I can make a case for Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, I think you got a bunch of guys here in the American League that could make a case for it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. And Ty France comes back and wins it probably with 3 errors.
Got it. That'd be amazing.
Wow.
Mike. MLB will make a Gold Glove for DH just so Ohtani can win it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, not wrong.
No. Anything else before we wrap it up for the evening?
I think that's it. It's kind of I'm kind of in mourning today because of the way the World Series ended, but also the fact that there's no more baseball, Nick.
Yeah, that one stings a little bit.
Like, I got no game to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even go back on MLB TV and like rewatch some of the games of the season. It's like, sorry, you don't have access to this. It's like I paid for the year. And I guess the year.
Yeah, you were probably blacked out anyways.
Well, no, I can go back and watch the reruns. It's an hour and a half past the broadcast ended. So like I can go back and watch the games just an hour and a half after they've ended. So I'm not going to do that because I'd be staying up till 4 a.m. every morning. But
yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight. Got nothing else. We will be back on Thursday night. We will have a whole agenda because that's how you'll see our off season works. If you've been with our off season before, you kind of know what we do. We just throw out random topics for like the show, kind of talk about them, any news that's happening. So we'll probably do an awards prediction would be my guess for Thursday since they're all starting to come out.
Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of play it by ear from them. But until then, I wish I could say enjoy some baseball, but yeah. Anyways, we will be back on Thursday night. Please check out FN3P Golf. Check out their selection. And if you're getting new clothes, new polos, new hats, support them. Get it through them. 30% off the website. Harrison put the link in the chat. Check that out. And again, guys, please like and share our stuff, like our posts to your pages and all that stuff. Facebook changed the algorithm and it is absolutely zapped us. So anything you guys can do to help us kind of push it back out to where we were would be greatly appreciated. You guys are the backbone of what we do, and we really appreciate you guys. So just wanted to throw that out there. And continuing to support us means so much.
Yeah, and we're not alone. All the other pages you follow too, those people are all getting hammered just like we are. So it's more important now than ever to like and share and comment on good stuff.
So, all right. Yes, thanks to the chat. Great show. Good job, chat. Chat's always on it. I could, you guys never fail. So really appreciate it. We will be back on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some award predictions. Until then, we will see you then. Have a safe week. Get some homework done.